honestly, everybody played well. Like, if you look at the series, like, I'm not a big fan of statistics, but obviously stats don't lie at the same time. Everyone had their moments, everyone played well.
We are headed to the airport to head to Columbus to attempt to qualify for the MLG Columbus major.
Why'd you have to add the word attempt?
Well, I mean, that's what it is an attempt to qualify. Just like everybody else. Don't try to W me.
You have no faith in us.
It's
really.
oh my God. Man, it's too cold out here.
Okay.
Back it up, dude. Back it up, bro.
No one's photos for right now. I could probably be an NFL, right?
Almost there.
It's literally speed and a little size.
Just checking out my fellow Americans. Splice here. Have to play CLG. MLG water. It makes you a better player. Oh, I'm sure. Darren Sproul's legs are like wider than my whole chest. I'm just saying.
No way.
Splice just beat CLG in what many would consider quite an upset. Splice wasn't supposed to be here. They lost in the qualifier, but since Mongols from the Asian qualifier, they couldn't get over here because of visa issues. Splice showed up last minute and got the first upset of the tournament.
Still, analytics are going a long way in terms of maybe a strategic preparation, as well as like even going into deep into the vetoes. Like we look at stats for the way it's gone, who's vetoed what, the percentage of a chance they vetoed this versus us, et cetera, et cetera. So we got an analytic team. They're working their ass off behind the scenes too. So.
You know, I'm gonna ride and die with Cloud9 on this one for sure. Can't abandon them. Not in the home stretch. I still think that despite their struggles, they've got to be favorites here.
Above you.
Found out. That does find him. That's traded immediately by Stewie. He gets the last 2 kills of the round. So pistol goes to Cloud9 on the T side.
Get back into the fold. Imagine that. Adren getting kills early on. It's going to be with the MAC-10 as it's nothing now in a 1 versus 3.
Yeah, this is a disaster for Cloud9. Now they know where he is, it looks like, and he's going to swing. Just find one in the open. That's a nade in the hand of Doja. So he gets dropped at the choke point, and there's a peek from Mo, but he's going to get that kill. And this is the thing. Cloud9, if you're going to invest in that many SMGs, got to be more aggressive onto the bomb site. Got to be more fast-paced and pushing towards the site.
It wasn't good. Basically, the story for us that game was indecisiveness. On T side, we were setting up the rounds pretty good. We actually started out by winning the first pistol round in the match, and then we lost the second round, the eco round. We did a strat towards B, and we just kind of overextended individually and just kind of started the theme for the rest of the half.
Unfortunately, it didn't work out that well because we started really slow. We didn't get that many rounds until like the very, very end. I think it was, I want to say it was like a 12-3 or 11-4 half. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 12-3. And then it was going to a 12-3 half like that, and just going to the CT side is really rough, but we managed to get like 6 rounds straight.
I think against Gambit, we came out like a little flat, like we didn't come just ready to play. They were full out ready. They played well, but they didn't do anything special enough to where it had like me worried or the team worried that they were that much better than us. No, it was just more, they were ready and we weren't, and we played flat, and they were just more came to play, used more teamwork, we didn't, and that's what happened at the end of the day.
Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. We lost 16-9 first map. It was, I mean, we just weren't ready, I guess. Gambit was just, we were unprepared.
After that match, we kind of reflected on what could have been happening, and we basically went back and looked, and we noticed a lot of scenarios where we just simply weren't grouped. We weren't near each other when we were piercing bomb sites, so the trading wasn't happening. So this is basic stuff that me as a leader can take responsibility for, but at the same time, it's just like, it's not even stuff in the moment that we should have to always figure out. This is stuff from preparation that we got to make sure we're doing better. So we were disappointed, but we also knew we weren't out of it yet. So it's one of those things where we're just like, okay, what can we do better tomorrow? Okay. Day 2, we had to play Dignitas, which is considered to be the best team in our group. They've been playing really well amongst the top European teams right now.
5-on-3 retake now, but Dignitas have got that bomb down. Player at forklift, that's going to be Tensky. The nice little flash out allows him to go into A main, taking a fight, can get nothing done. Stewie 2K, and then nothing again. Now MSL alone versus 5. He's killed one of them, going in for a second, can't get it done, and Cloud9 find the pistol round.
What? Oh my god, almost goes for the ace.
Full round, it looks like they're going to change up the pace completely and go very, very fast into this ace site.
Yep, left and right out there, all their AKs are trying to make a pace of with 3 quick headshots, makes it look easy, and the last man goes down to nothing, the last 2 actually, and Cloud9 pick up another round, but closing out 12-3 to get animal confidence. Next pick of the field.
Digital has the angle set, smoke goes down, he gets flashed, takes the shot anyway and lands it. Tensky will take down the crowd, however, he gets one, but they run up on headshot ledge, it's Kirby to take it. Dignitas 4 against 2, it's just Shroud and nothing. Now they've got to do a near impossible task, 2v4. And okay, they are doing it. 5 seconds, if he can pick up the bomb, he's got a lot of time to work with, and they better just keep together. Oh my gosh, Tensky goes down. Shroud behind. Oh my gosh, and they'll turn it around. 2 versus 4. Shroud with the headshot. 3 kills on the round. Cloud9 grabs the pistol.
He jumps on the spool box, kills 1Z, the other jiggles out, he reloads, re-peeks, and one-shots the guy, and we get the round, and I think at that point it was like 12 for us. But based on what happened the previous day versus Gambit, none of us were thinking the match was over because we know our T-side's shaky right now. And not just because strategy, just because confidence, you know, like if you don't do good on something, it's hard to have confidence unless the game plan really gets improved that much.
We played really strong that side. 11-4, it was great half. We went on to win the pistol 12-4, and then we got eco, and then it kind of went downhill, and then they just started getting rounds on us, and rounds, they started catching up, and we realized, oh my god, this is a close game, we could lose. It was a tie game at one point, I think 13-13.
Still didn't come together like I wanted, because what was happening is we were starting the rounds good, but still my lack of kind of just forcing people, hey, 3 go A main, 1 go highway, doing this, I was kind of letting people have a little too much freedom, and in essence, they were just staying where I sent them in the beginning of the round.
And at that point, I think someone else on the team actually started calling. It might have been Ryan. Ryan just started calling like some, just like 4-1s, just like really basic strats.
I just told Jordan there were some things I saw that I feel like we could have exploited versus them. Like they were just playing in the sights, and I was like, man, just hit heavy sights. Let's keep it basic and just use our skill as a team with like 3 or 4 of us instead of just spreading out across the map, and that's what we did.
And it managed to pull us through and win 16-13 at the very end. But yeah, it was a super close game, way closer than it should have been.
Well, for the qualifier, we ended up playing Renegades in a best of 3 to determine if we were going to go to the major or not.
It's like 3 things in one. First major in 2016, $1 million, North America, just sense of pride. And
this was the decider. Either we go through to the major or Renegades goes through. It was a best of 3.
Gets around the corner. They are going to try and make the attempt toward the site. Skadoodle hits Azur. Stewie had rotated back toward the stairs. It does allow the bomb plant. There's no crossfire from Shadow, and now Renegades with 3 players left. Only Sponge at 100 HP are going to try and salvage the round. He's now the last alive as well, and Freakazoid will come back through the vent. A little bit late, finds him, and now it'll be a full defuse. Cloud9. But he still has made his way to the left. They're going to have to clear it out, but there's a nice spam from Shroud. They can do it on this retake. Still low a man down on the situation. Renegades not picking, being disciplined. They've got to locate the last. First Shroud walks around, spots one of Tetris. He knows the other one was close, goes to the pistol, good shot. 6 HP, he's got 4 kills in this round. It's going to be the ace if he wins it. He's baited out the bomb, but he can't. Azur's got the hold. Down the initial pick. That gives away the information that he's close up, and Sponge now has the information that they're in the connector, but it's Shroud, nothing, and Stewie. All the rifles with all the kills, and Freakazoid stays alive. Smoke off on the CT, and Yam is limited. Yam will start it off. Remember, the extra 5 seconds on the bomb allows time to clear these angles, falls away, and doesn't give himself up. That allows Stewie to walk back in late, and Cloud9 will pick up the round. And a chance to force overtime that might dissolve with it is Skadoodle still in a forward stance at the sandwich position. Low on HP, is just watching above him to make sure no one's going to push, but Nothing's got the kill, and it's down to just JKS and Yam, and they're going to go down just as quickly as Nothing and Shroud find each kill, and it is going to be Cloud9 with map 1.
It really sticks out in my mind because we tried something we haven't tried before, which is where I'm calming for Ryan so that he can literally just W and mouse 1 into bomb sites as the entry fragger.
16-14 on Mirage. I think it was a 10-5 half CT side, which was that's an okay half for Mirage, but obviously we lost a lot of rounds T side and made it a super close game, but we managed to pull through, so that's okay. Our T side Mirage isn't that strong right now, but we managed to pull through, so it was all right. And the second, both games were super close. The second map was Cash. Ended up going into OT. I personally don't think it should have, but it did.
That transition as the Molotov was on the other side of it, he couldn't fully escape. Nothing's waited on the boost this whole time, and he'll catch the rotation of at least Sponge. There's 2 more also coming this direction. They nearly line it up, but it's JKS that will get the trade. The train into the B site, and Shroud's got better position. He spotted the nade coming through. He knows they're here. Tries to fire the first shot. Second one far more successful, as is the third. And now he's just got 1 player left to go. And they've already rotated over. Ustillo will finally silence Shroud, but his job's done. But how does Skadoodle go down in that situation? It's on Stewie in the site, and Ustillo might turn this back. Remember, Skadoodle was low, but this is a good job done by the Glocks, and Stewie's having none of it. Cloud9 will take the round. This isn't going to work. Nothing's got good position, but can't land a shot. It's JKS to win the duel. Ustillo's already on the B. approach, but it's Shroud that wins that, and Cloud9's finding just enough in this round to stop things as Skadoodle gets in position toward Highway. It's another bomb drop down on transition, and it's just JKS that remains. Already Freakazoid rotating back.
Split up towards the bomb sites, and there's the opening kill from Skadoodle. Gets him that play, and actually completely blind is JKS.
Good flash in. Good way to take the fight. As the flash did come around the corner, but Azur is going to get taken down by nothing as well, as they use all possibilities. No trade potential from Renegades in their setups. Usually when they do try and flash through an A main, you've got that second player not looking so that he can turn back when Freakazoid in that case does come through the smoke. And spotted by Stewie already, who comes back in with a great quick shot toward Sponge. That drops bomb, and it's all on Ustillo. 1 versus 5. His position found. He can be as patient as he likes, goes for the jump. Nothing's already ready for it. Nothing goes low. They can't close it out. JKS, and that lets Freak comes back in. He's going to tap this, force the last player out, and Cloud9. That is an absolutely perfect retake.
Still, the money is building up, so they're looking good, and Freakazoid's going to start things off with a first kill.
Finally, Cloud9 get 2 kills in return. And it's just going to be JKS, the Molotov. He's not going to buy enough time. JKS through the smoke. He takes down both Cloud9 players. He's going to go elevate himself toward the catwalk again. Double Scope needs to be weary of the fact that he's doing so, because as soon as he does, the timing is off. Ustillo finds the kill, and it's Shroud with the pistol. He'll push forward. AK grabbed, or rather AWP grabbed, but still has to find the second man, and Shroud does it over the edge of the smoke.
Look at this. What a ballsy play, the run boost. Shroud has huge positioning now, and he can drop behind them, and this would be a massive play if he's able to pull it off.
He sat back in a good enough position. He's bought his time. JKS isn't going to see him there. That's 1 kill. Freakazoid. He's offset the cost on the other side as well in favor of Cloud9. A one-on-one now commences. And smartly, Sponge has gone through the smoke. Freakazoid's late to respond, and it's a long rotation for he as well, because there's no one to boost him in the vents. He's just going to have to let this happen. And he's not yet aware of the fact that it is.
He knows it's definitely possible, but it's a game of chicken. You know, he doesn't want to just commit himself towards sprinting over towards the A bomb site. And this is, well, aggressive play from Sponge. He's got a Galil at long range, just wants to spot him out, but Freakazoid with the USP is prepared for it.
I basically flew out vent and then got one guy, and then it ended up being a 1v1 versus me and Sponge. I ended up dinking him. I threw a nade, and I thought it was going to kill him, so he was in the site. He ran through the smoke and then ran all the way to A. He booked it. So I ended up waiting in the site because I thought he was just going to wait for me to rotate and then end up trying to kill me there, because he had 8 health. That's like a good play if he gets a first shot off and it's a headshot. So I think the biggest thing, when I was rotating, I was like in my head, and like I said in Mumble, I was like, dude, he's gonna peek me truck. He's gonna peek me truck. So I end up pulling out my pistol when I had my knife out previously. So I pull it out, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like waiting for him to peek it. And I knew he was gonna do it, that's why I pulled my pistol out. So then right when I saw him, he re-peeks and I killed him. And when I killed him, I looked at him and I go, I told you, I knew he was gonna do that. And then I pointed at Tyler, I'm like, I got you, bro. Because they all went kind of crazy. But
well done, I have to say, from Freak. He came through at the right time at the vents to shut down everything on B, and Sponge did all that he could.
But instead, they've switched things up. Yam is gonna try and pick out towards Sit. Oh my God, nothing. Has found just the smallest corner with which it's 5. It spreads there at the end, but not enough to kill him. So they think this is cleared out. Nothing can just relax, and he's going to peek, and he's going to find Yam. Free kill. Yam has got to be so confused how he survived there. How lucky is nothing? It's Stewie with the second shot. Quick scope. Falling away, so Stewie's just here all on his lonesome, and one's going to walk into his crosshair. He was so patient. He goes for the repeat, gets the second. Now he's peering towards door, takes the blind shot. A little bit early, but the Molotov is going to force Azur away.
And Ustillo each with a kill. And Azur with low HP is going to try and flash through. Stewie's already shot off the AWP, but he switches in time to get to the pistol.
Now a fast mid to B split. Nothing playing with the edge of the smoke. Finds that first kill.
Stewie's got it covered. That drop, though, that's going to give him away. Quick little shot, turns back. He baits Azur out. It works well. And now they can try and converge at a crossfire. Stewie bait to one. Nothing to take the other, but Yam's found the first shot, and he's going to control it all. And JKS with that single smoke is going to fall back. He spots up Shroud, though. Spray control. It's awkward from either side, but Cloud9 will prevail. And they'll now be in a great position to try and wrap up this game.
They were both just trying to do the damage in the end. Neither of them going for the taps at that kind of a range. Either way, 18th, 16th for Cloud9. One more and they head to the major. So once again, Renegades are back against the wall, much like regulation, when they had to win 2 in a row to force overtime. Now it's a really tough spot for them. Win 2 in a row to force double overtime.
No Molly is deployed out toward this fence position, but you don't need him when you got Freakazoid firing as he is. Walks in, bodies Sponge. Simply to apply pressure for Yam. It'll cover off one set object, one set angle, but Skadoodle's holding it. Down he goes, repeat from Skadoodle, and he's going to hit them both.
Renegades gave us a run for our money, though. We kind of expected that because we know they're a good team, and we expected, good play out of them, and they knew what we were going to do, and we knew what they were going to do. So it was pretty interesting. It got a little grimy there at the end, but we pulled through, and I'm proud of my teammates.
Yeah, we're looking for a coach right now. I mean, a coach would be huge, and yeah, shout out to Ryu too, by the way. Thanks for helping us out at the qualifier in the last against Renegades.
Kudos to the other North American teams, Splice, CLG, and Liquid. 4 teams qualify. Although I said recently it's quality over quantity. I don't know if any of our North American teams should be letting up. It's still a 5 versus 5 game. They're playing one match at a time, and if they don't bring that same confidence that I was just talking about, North America is going to do another tournament where we don't get out of group. So I urge all my fellow brothers of North America to bring some confidence and some poise to this major, and let's take down some Europeans.
So yeah, there was a GIF made of me because of my one round. It was an OT round, I believe, where it was me and JKS. We were spraying across just a really long range, spraying across the map basically. And I don't think I took probably 29 bullets to kill him, and I made that face after because I was kind of like, well, at least I got him. It was a struggle, but at least I got him. We both were doing the same thing. We both were just sprayed our whole clip, and we both whiffed, but I got it at the very end. But that's what the GIF is about. I actually like it. It's personally pretty funny. So I hope it continues to be a GIF.